Welcome to Damar Tech, and this is Jitin here, and today I'm going to show you how you can create an outbound call to your lead using Ontraport and Vapi. So let's get started. So I have built out this landing page on Ontraport a while ago. This is called Jamie's Yoga. Jamie's Yoga is an imaginary business that I built using Ontraport. This is an Ontraport sandbox account, and this is a landing page I built out using Ontraport. So if you scroll down all the way, you would see a form here. So here is a form, and as soon as you fill out this form, you will get an instant AI callback with the program details. So this is built out as an agent that works for Jamie's Yoga. And as soon as someone fills out this form, the AI agent, the voice AI agent would give a call and talk to them about the yoga program that they are interested in. Okay, so that's how it works. So let's see a demo first. So I'm going to fill out these details here. I'm going to fill out first name, phone number, and a reason why I need to learn yoga. And in a moment, you will see that this exact reason that I'm going to put here will be used inside this phone call to personalize the whole experience. So let's go and see how this works. So I have filled out this form. I given my first name, I given my phone number, and I also gave the reason that I want to be more flexible. That's why I am joining this program. And now I am going to submit this form. And as soon as I submit this form, I will get a phone call. So the form has been submitted, and now I'm waiting for the phone call to come. And you can see I am receiving a phone call.
Hi there, this is Alex from Jamie's Yoga. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
That's great to hear. I'm doing well too, thank you. We received your application, Jithin, and I saw that your reason for joining is to work on tight hips and improve flexibility. Such an important goal. Yoga can truly make a difference in that area. How long have you been thinking about starting yoga?
It's been a while.
Thank you for sharing, Jithin. It's wonderful that you've decided to take this step now. Jamie will be thrilled to know you're joining us with the goal of improving flexibility and addressing tight hips. We offer a variety of yoga programs tailored to different needs, including classes focusing specifically on flexibility and hip mobility. Our team will be reaching out to discuss these options in detail and help you find the perfect fit for your goals. Before we proceed, could I confirm your contact details? I have your phone as.
So that was the call, that was the demo call, and in the call, and during the call, you already saw that the agent is using my name, and agent is aware of my phone number. Agent is also aware of my reason for joining yoga, which is tight hips and wanting to be more flexible. So all of this are used during the conversation, and I felt this consultation call was very personal because the agent knew all those things. And now you can always add more stuff like what is a program, what is the program prices, and all that, and then I can have this as my onboarding call. And now let's go and see how this has been set up. Okay, so the first thing that you saw is the website, right? So if you go to the website, you go all the way down, and it's pretty simple. You add a form. So I have added a form here, so I'm going to add a new block here, and then I will drop in form fields, and what I want is a contact related form field. So that's first name, and I also want a phone number. So I duplicate this and I added the SMS phone number, and that's added. And this is pretty much all I need for this phone call to happen, first name and phone number. But you can always add more stuff like why do you need to learn yoga and other custom fields if you want to. So once you add those fields, you are pretty ready to go. All you need to do is add a submit button and your form is ready to go. So I'm not going to use this form. I'm just going to show you how this form is created. So I already have this form, and I have renamed this block as AI call form so I can easily identify where my forms are. So once this form is created, your first step is ready. And the second step is to go into your automations. So go to contacts and select automations and create a new automation if you haven't created one yet. So, and then go inside this automation here. You can see it's pretty simple automation. And this is pretty much based on once the form is submitted, I'm going to send a webhook. And let's see the form submission trigger itself. So if you go inside this, you can see the trigger is contact submits this form. and you can go inside, find the landing page and find that form. So you can see I have a couple of forms in this landing page. I've selected AI callback form. So that has been added, and that's my trigger. And whenever someone fills out that form, this automation would get triggered. And now we are going to go into the webhook itself. This is the main part of this automation. And this is what is making that outbound call using Vapi API calls. So if you go inside, you can see I'm sending a post request to this specific URL. So if you want to know more about this, you can go into Vapi API documentation and you can find how you can use the create call endpoint, and all the details that you need are here. So here is what I have done. So I have sent a post request to this specific URL, and I also have to add a header, authorization, and my bearer token. And then once that is done, this is a major area where the actual outbound call is happening. So if you go inside this, you can see I have this JSON format to send the data. So I have my assistant ID. So I'm also overriding some of the assistant variables so that the agent knows about the first name, last name, email address, phone number, and the reason why they are joining for this yoga class. All these details are sent using assistant override variables. And then I'm using this customer part. And this is the details that will be used to make that call. So the call will be made to this SMS number, and the phone number used will be following this phone number ID. So these IDs that you see here are not complete. I have removed some part of it. So even if you try to use it, this will not work. So just keep that in mind. So all you have to do is send this assistant overrides. You can use this merge field values to include any values that you want. And if you want to add more data, you can just keep on adding data here. So now I will show you how the agent is set up inside Vapi. Then this will all make sense. So now we are going into Vapi dashboard. So here is Vapi dashboard, and I have Alex is the agent that I have created. So if you go into Alex, the first thing that you would need to do is set up your AI provider. So I'm using OpenAI and I'm using GPT-4o. And the first message would be, hi there, this is Alex from Jamie's Yoga. How are you doing? And if you want to personalize this first message, you can also say first underscore name. And then this would also use the first name of the caller. So that's about the first message. So now we are coming to the system prompt itself. And for the system prompt, you have to adjust the prompt so that it is suitable for your business. You give an identity or a role, and then you give a style, and then give a response guidelines. So that's all up to how you run your business and what is your business requirement. So now comes to the personalization. This is what we are using: first name, last name, email, phone number, and reason for learning. And all of these values are getting from the assistant override that you saw in the webhook call. So first name, you saw the first name, last name, and why learn. All of these things are coming from that webhook. So let's go back to the webhook one more time and see. You can see why learn. So whatever you put in here, you add inside two curly brackets. That becomes part of the Vapi variable. Okay, so that's what we are doing. First name, last name, why learn. All of this are added just like that. So you can see here why learn, first name, last name. So now the agent is aware of all these details that we are sending via this webhook. And then you do the prompt engineering that is required for your business. So you give a task and a goal, and then you give error handling, and you can add as much prompting as you need. This is a very simple agent. I just want to show you how it's done. So it's a very simple prompt. You can see the task is to, after the greeting, acknowledge the fact that we received the application, and then talk about the user's reason for joining using the why learn variable. So that's what you heard in the previous demo call. If your business is requiring something different, you can always update this prompting and this agent would work accordingly. So let me give you a quick recap. So in this case, what we are trying to do is when a contact is filling out a form, we are sending a webhook to this agent to create a call. And during this call, the agent would give an outbound call to the number provided, and then they will walk them through the process, the program and such, and finally get a confirmation from them or get more contact details or anything any other lead qualification that you want to do. All of these things can be done using this outbound voice AI agent. So let me show you again. So you create a landing page, add a form. Once the form is added, you create an automation, and inside this automation create a trigger. When the form is submitted, that this automation gets triggered, and then you create a webhook to create that outbound call. And to create this webhook, use the create call endpoint inside Vapi, and once that is set up, you are pretty good to go. As soon as someone is going to give the call, Vapi voice AI agent is going to give them an outbound call, and it would collect data, or it would qualify the lead, and it would do whatever you want to do according to the prompt that you give for the agent. So that's how you can create an outbound voice AI agent using Ontraport and Vapi. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and bye.